All right, so YouTube says we're live, so hopefully if any of you start joining in, that's legit and you can confirm for me. That would be awesome. I was actually talking away for the last 5 minutes or so before I realized I wasn't actually streaming. I'm used to streaming on Twitch, where in OBS, as soon as I hit start streaming, it sends it straight to Twitch and I'm live. But and I think that's how the YouTube gaming feature actually works too. But with this YouTube live event thing, I actually had to start the encoder, do a stream preview, and then click start streaming on YouTube, and then it kicked off the actual stream. So hopefully you guys are seeing and hearing me now without any issues. So like I said, I was already talking about this, but I'll repeat what I was going into. So first of all, if you make it out to the live stream, I very much appreciate you joining in live, and I encourage you to be active in the chat. I'll try to keep an eye on it and respond to any questions or comments that you guys are flowing through. Or if you catch this as the VOD after the fact, because I will post the recording afterwards in case you weren't able to make it out live. And speaking of which, I didn't really plan very well this the timing for this on this wonderful Sunday at 3 p.m. because there's actually a Pens playoff hockey game going on right now, so I have that up in the background. So I might be a little distracted as we're going along as I keep an eye on that. And you might also notice that I am wearing my Christmas Pikachu. I know it's not Christmas anymore, but it's the only Pokemon shirt I have. There's actually a Pokemon Go community day event going on with Mareep, and right before I hit start streaming, a shiny Mareep popped up. So maybe that doesn't excite any of you guys, but you're still playing. That is pretty exciting. So that's hopefully a good indication that the stream will go well. So yeah, I did post on Twitter, if any of you guys follow me on Twitter, a link to all of the components on kit for everything that I'm going to be building today. So I did try to keep the component list right around $750 or so. The PC component market is a little crazy right now because of all of the Bitcoin mining going on. Everybody's buying up PC parts, so GPU prices are crazy inflated, and lately the RAM prices have been pretty spiked up as well. So it's tough to try to build a budget computer right now, and prices are fluctuating every single day. But if you're interested in any of the components, you can check out my tweet from yesterday, or if you just search kit.com, kit.com/TheTechWhiz, I think it might be the only kit that I have out there right now as a budget PC gaming streaming setup. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this just now or a few minutes ago when I was talking and no one was listening, but these PCs are actually one's for my brother and one's for his friend. So I told them that if they gave me the budget, I would try to pick out some good components for them that fit within their budget, and will allow them to do a little bit of gaming, maybe even some streaming as well. These certainly aren't high-end specs, but they can definitely get the job done for a lot of the main series games out there, I think at decent resolution. Most importantly, Fortnite should be able to definitely stream Fortnite at medium or high resolution, depending on whether or not they decide to stream along with it or not. And sorry, I'm opening components as I'm talking, so if you hear crinkling, that's what that is. So all of that said and out of the way, let's just jump on into it. I haven't built a PC in a long time, and this is actually my first AMD build, so I'm actually kind of excited about that. AMD's come a long way. My computer is actually pretty old. I think I'm rocking a 4th or 5th gen Intel and a 960 GTX 960 graphics card, so it's a few years old for me. But when my brother gave his budget and I started, doing some more research, I heard about the Ryzen series from AMD, but the price and performance on the Ryzen that you get is actually pretty outstanding, especially compared to a lot of the similar processors over on the Intel side. Intel is definitely a little bit more expensive, and Pens just scored. what was I saying? Yeah, Intel's definitely more expensive, and in the past, you know, you kind of just had to bite the bullet because Intel compared to AMD, you know, it's hard to justify why you would go to AMD, regardless of the price, honestly. But with the Ryzen series, they definitely caught up a lot, and now, you know, arguably maybe even have the upper hand on Intel. I think Intel definitely needs to step it up. So the main components of this set that we're going with here is the Ryzen 3 1300X, I believe, and we're building that on, you can't see it, but I'll switch the view here in a second. We're putting that on an Asus Prime B350 Plus motherboard. It's a full ATX, and we're going to be using the GeForce GTX 1060 on this one. But like I said, links to all of the other components you can find in that kit, and again, link on my Twitter, or you can just go to kit.com/TheTechWhiz. I may have put the link in the video description. I can't remember. If you're catching this live, it may or may not be there, but when I upload the or when the VOD processes after the fact, I will definitely put the link in there for you to quickly jump on over to that. So it doesn't look like we have any live comments coming in. So if you do join in live, well, if no one's here, no one's going to see this anyway. But hopefully, if people join in live, they can let me know that the audio and video are working. I really hope that's the case. I can see that the video is working, so hopefully the audio is sounding all right for you guys. I did do a stream preview yesterday, and I think I got the audio level set pretty well. I should have brought water down here. I can feel my voice dying on me already. So I may have to pause in a little bit to run up and get a water, so I apologize for that, but let's just jump on in. So, and I do apologize, the video quality isn't as good as I would like. I'm just using a couple webcams. Looking at this one, I have a light right in my face, so quality actually doesn't seem too bad. But when we switch over here in a second, even though I'm using one of the higher end Logitech webcams, it's still not as good as if I had like a DSLR or something like that. So I should have sprung for that and had that set up, but I do apologize. So hopefully you're still able to see what's going on, and I'll do my best to keep an eye on it too, so I can make sure you guys are seeing everything. So I'm going to switch over to the other camera view, and you'll see kind of the work area, and we'll just go ahead and get started. All right, so do I want this webcam down here? Maybe I should put it here. I'll keep it up here for now, but actually I'll probably hide it because I think when I'm working, you'd just be staring at my back in this webcam. So maybe I'll just turn it off for now, and if I have to pause and come back and talk to you guys for a second, I'll just switch over. All right, so actually, I apologize to do this so early, but actually before we get too far into it, I am going to run up and get a water because I'm going to start coughing like crazy because I'm getting over a cold. So I will be right back, so sit tight. Okay. All right, I'm back. So sorry about that, but I figured I might as well do it now before we get too far into it. And hopefully it won't continue to be a problem, but I got a couple waters and a couple cough drops. So I'm going to head and give it a try. Hopefully my voice will cooperate. Like I said, I'm just getting over a cold, so that's why my brother's probably been getting antsy, him and his friend both, because I've been kind of putting this off. I got all the components probably about a week ago, but me and my wife and my son kind of got a nasty cold, so I wasn't really up for streaming and building a computer. So that is why it took so long. So hopefully my voice and my cough will cooperate here for us. So as you can see here, I got the Asus Prime B350 motherboard out and on top of the anti-static bag, and I'm now getting out the processor. So like I said, we got the AMD Ryzen 3 1300X. So I think when I bought this, it was selling for about $115. So for the price to performance on this guy that I've seen is pretty outstanding. So if you're looking for a budget CPU, I don't think it's going to be too much of a hit to go for something like this, because it is still a quad core processor. So I think you're getting a lot of price to performance out of this guy. But if you do have a little bit of extra room, you might want to jump up to the Ryzen 5, the 15 or 1600X, maybe 1600X. It goes for about $50 more, but like I said, for this guy, I'm trying to stay within budget. I think we got a pretty good value here. So hopefully you guys can see this. I'll try not to turn my back to you too much. If only you guys could yell at me if I did do that. But the first thing that I like to do, I'm sure maybe everybody does it a little bit differently, but first thing I like to do is drop in the CPU. So if you're not familiar with building a computer, and like I said, it has been a while since I've done it, so got to shake off the cobwebs here. But for the most part, you know, and like I said, everybody kind of has their own way of doing it. But what I like to do generally is take the motherboard out, put it on top of the box and/or bag, just to protect a little bit, and I'll drop in the CPU and the CPU cooler. In this case, I didn't go for an aftermarket CPU cooler. We're just going to be using the stock AMD one. I forget what it's called. Kraken is coming to mind, but that might not be it. So if some of you guys know, feel free to post it in the chat. But like I said, just the stock cooler that comes with the processor, I think will serve just fine. We're not going to be overclocking this or anything like that, so I think we'll be okay with just the stock cooler. But anyway, like I was saying, what I like to do is take out the motherboard, drop in the CPU, put the cooler on, whether it's stock or aftermarket. Some aftermarket you might want to hold off putting it into the case, but definitely for the stock, we'll just build it here. And then I'll also drop in the RAM as well, and then I will bust out one of the cases and drop everything into the case before I install the graphics card and all the other components. And I should have mentioned this in the beginning, but I think I'm just going to be live streaming the actual component build. I don't think I'm going to be boring you guys with the process of sorry, I'm just looking for the little indicator. Here it is. All right, just drop that beast in and lower the handle. Sorry, I got distracted with my own doing. But I don't think I'm going to be boring you guys with the operating system install and driver install and stuff like that. That's not very exciting. Maybe this isn't very exciting either, I might say. But well, what the heck? There's like know if you can see this, but there's like plastic chunks on this thing, man. Look at that. Dang it. That is unfortunate. So the stock CPU cooler already has the thermal paste installed on it, but like I said, there's like plastic debris that fell into it. And let me get try to get I don't know if you guys care to see what I'm trying to do, but I'm just going to try to get the I don't have any thermal paste handy, so I'm going to try not to displace too much of this pre-installed thermal paste. I guess I could have run up and grabbed a pair of tweezers, but I think I can get this out here. I've never seen something like this. Alright, well, got thermal paste all over my pocket knife, but what can you do, I guess. Alright, make sure. Everything else is okay. Alright, I think I got it all out. I think it was just those two little pieces. Alright. It's not a huge deal, but definitely a little bit annoying, so put all of that out of the way. And like I said, this is the first time I am building a computer with an AMD set, so I'm pretty sure I need to take these brackets off, and there's a plate underneath that I believe I want to keep installed. Those are really in there. I don't want to put too much force on. Let me just check. Yes, I am checking the manual. I don't want to mess stuff up. Yeah, resource retention. Where's the plate on the bottom? Yeah, that's what I thought. So I think the screws are just in there, a little tight. But I don't want to put too much downward force on. There we go, on the motherboard. The screws are in there pretty tight. Ooh, I think I was blocking you guys there for a second. And I think these things are on here based on what I remember reading, and actually what I just saw in the manual too. I think this style, the reason they put these on the motherboards or the Asus processors is because for the older heat sinks, you needed these little brackets, but you don't for this new iteration. All right, so there's that off. Now let's see. So on this motherboard, yeah, there's a CPU fan header. So let's see. All right, let's see how we want to orientate this here. Is that the right word? Orientate? Okay. So if I put it down like that, it won't quite reach. I think I need to put it down. I think I need to put it down like this. Then the header should be able to reach. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we're gonna put this guy down like this. No, we're not, because the holes don't line up that way. I think that probably takes us back to doing it this way. Yeah. Okay. Very slowly. Hopefully my big head's not blocking you guys. I'm gonna lower this down. Trying to line up the screws to the brackets here. Dang it. Didn't think that one through. Light came off when I picked it up. I just want to make sure everything lines up here. All right, there we go. Everything's lined up and should be able to plug the fan header in. We're going to go ahead and tighten these guys down. A little bit at a time here. It's a very strange sound. I assume it's normal. I think it's just the springs cinching down for the that are with the screws. So I'm just gonna make sure everything's tight. I'm not gonna over tighten, but I did hand tighten down to where it seemed like it is as snug as it can get. So looking on the other side, I can see all the screws. So I think we're good. I'm just going to give it one last check here. I'm probably blocking the entire thing for you guys, huh? Okay, and just connect. Come on. Connect the CPU fan header right there. And maybe I'll get a little zip tie after the fact and kind of secure that guy down a little bit more. All right, so CPU and heatsink are now installed. So next, let's grab the RAM. Just gonna grab a drink of water actually. Okay, and I think I failed to mention, but my brother kind of wanted to stick with a black and red theme. So most of the components I got, not all of them obviously, but like the motherboard and the RAM, I tried to get to match that. He can certainly add some, some LED lights or something like that if he wants to kind of enhance a little bit more. But so the RAM that I went with is the Corsair Vengeance. We just got the 8GB kit. So like I said, the RAM prices are pretty inflated, just like the the GPU prices. So we're going to stick with an 8 gig kit for now. It should still be plenty. I think that's something that's, I don't want to say overrated, but a lot of people put a lot of eggs into, you know, having 32, 64 gigs of RAM, but I'm still using 8 gigs in my system and streaming. And like I said, I have an older one, so streaming and gaming I haven't had any problems with. So I think, especially as a budget entry-level kit to the PC gaming streaming market, I think my brother will be just fine. Like there's these little plastic coverings over the Vengeance symbol. A RAM slot, I don't know what kind of evil genius decided to do that. Try to peel it off. Okay. So I just want to confirm again, so with the manual, make sure I put these in the proper configuration for a 2-slot set. So for this guy, we want to put them in 2 grays. Excuse me. Okay. Hopefully I can get this one in here. These are going in this way. You can only put it in one way. So just as a kind of a tip in case you guys aren't familiar with RAM, so there's kind of a little notch. And focus, please. Not sure if that's going to focus for you guys, but there's a little notch in the DIMM card, so you can only put it in one way. So you don't have to worry about putting it in wrong. This is basically idiot proof. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. In case I put it in wrong. Just can't line up the holes. What the? Oh man, my problem today. Okay, there we go. All right, I think we're seated in there. Click shut for that one. Go for this guy, second one. Okay, seated. And seated on that one too. So as you can see, I don't know why, but this cable is really bugging me. Try to wrap it under like that. Okay. So as you can see, we have the CPU, the stock heatsink, and the 2 RAM slots installed. So I'm actually gonna set this aside and get out one of the cases. We're gonna go ahead and transfer everything into there. So I'll move this off to the side for a second. And I cut open the box. I should have prepared more and had the case ready to go. Okay, so you guys can't see it, but the if you've ever ordered a computer case, the handle's gonna punch in to make it easier to carry, and then when you're trying to get it out, they're in your way. So there we go. I'm moving that out of the way. goes. Sorry you guys can't see what I'm doing, so surely my sound effects are sounding pretty weird. All right. Hopefully the little box with the standoffs and everything's in here. Alright, so the case I elected to go for, you guys can see, is the, let's see, the Corsair Carbide series. It's the 100R, so if I remember correctly, it's right around $50. So it seems like a pretty good value for a case with a nice window too, in case, like I said, my brother wanted to get some some LED lights or something like that to pimp his PC a little bit. So take out the thumb screws, take off, oh yeah, that sounds good, doesn't it? Take off the protective plastic from the window, throw it on the floor. Maybe should have left it on to protect it for him, but it's just oh so satisfying to peel that off. So selfishly, I wanted to do that. All right. So yes, here, oh, this one. So here's hopefully the box with all the standoffs and everything. Oh dang, actually it looks like the standoffs are pre-installed. Alright, so they did include a couple of little zip ties. And a bunch of little bags for various screws that I'll have to look and see which goes to what. Alright, so we'll put those off to the side for now. Turn this guy on the side here. So maybe all the standoffs are pre-installed. Let me double check here. 1, 2. Maybe they're actually like built into the case. This one's weird though, because it's not like like all the other standoffs that I've seen. It's like facing out, like the screw tip is facing up. I've never seen that before. Okay, let me, I think I'm gonna need to undo this thing. I'd have to take off the other panel. Oh, no. There we go. So this is all the I/O mess in the front. So I mostly just want to keep it out of the way for now. Maybe I should have just left it tied up. There we go. Okay, so looking at the ATEX, I got 1, 2. So it looks like it's going to be these two, And these two. Okay. Let's pop in the I/O shield here. That is going to go in this way. Prongs on the I/O shields always jam me. Alright. Looks like that is good to go. Alright, so let's drop in this bad boy ever so gently. Dang it. Stupid and the cable's in the way. Might have to take off this fan because it's very much getting in my way. Sorry, I know I'm blocking you guys a lot, but gotta get in here. Alright, so I will put this thing back in, but it's just in my way for now. Alright, let's try this again. It wasn't the fan that was in the way so much as these prongs on the I/O shield. All right, 5th time's a charm here. Which one is not cooperating here? I think I know which one it is, but I don't know how to bend. Can't bend it out of the way. All right, 6th time it is. Alright, there we go. I don't know why they do that with the stupid I/O shield prong things. Alright, it looks like everything lined up. Alright. This case though, with the standoffs kind of being pre-installed, I don't think you can take them out. And there's some stand-ups that I'm gonna try to pick you guys up and show you. So this is what it looks like now inside, but you're probably not gonna be able to see it. But off to the sides, here, here, and up here, you definitely can't see that. And so here, here, and here, like right at the edge of the motherboard, the standoffs are kind of pre-installed, so I can't take them out. When I say pre-installed, I should actually say built-in. Get this back where it was. When I say pre-installed, I should actually say built into the case itself. So I can't take them out, but it's kind of like they're just kind of hanging out underneath the motherboard. So I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I'm sure it's fine, but all right. Now, these are the motherboard screws. Definitely not those. These kind of look like they're it. Yeah. All right, so here are the motherboard screws. We're just gonna put those all in real quick. Man, tell me this lip's gonna get in my way. I worked with it. We're good. Alright, so I guess that one that was like sticking up, I don't have to put a screw in. Maybe it's just gonna serve as a guiding point. Which was good. Like once I got it seated, it gave me that like positive reinforcement that it was in there in the right spot. But like I said, I just never seen that, so it threw me off a little bit. Alright. I think everything in there as tight as it needs to be, so that's good. I don't know why they always put the power up here, or one of the plugs up there. So I can never get the cable management as neat as I would like it to be. Because usually, so not enough room to go behind everything. Does this hard drive cage come out? It looks like it does. I won't take it out. Yeah, I might not mess around too much with cable management either during the stream. I might just worry about getting the components in and then worrying about the rest later. Can handle all that. All right, so let's put this fan back in. Sign up for the next one. Damn it. That was very unfortunate. At least I know for the next one I don't need to take the fan out. I just need to fix the IO shield things. Sorry, I know I'm blocking you guys again. But I got to do what I got to do. All right. Hopefully there's a convenient spot for this fan header too. And it looks like there is. Alright. Case fan, let's see. Now the question is, should I put in the power supply or get all these front panel controls? I'll take the back off and let's see the cable management we're working with here. Alright, so here's the front panel stuff. Holy bejeebers. Yeah, we got audio, USB 3, reset switch, power and hard drive LEDs, power switch. Okay. I think that if I remember correctly, it might be something I have to look in the manual for too to see where all of those go. Typically they go down here. Probably on a combination of all these, but I have to see what is what in the manual. Where did I put that? Yeah. I hid it underneath a box. Found it. You guys definitely can't see that. But here it is where it tells you what pin goes where. So Alright, well actually, let me get the power supply out first. Decided that I'll do it that way. So we went with a, I already have one open here. We went with a pretty basic power supply too. It's not a modular power supply, so fortunately that does mean we'll have to deal with some of the extra cables, but that's okay. Let's see, what is this guy? It's an EVGA 500B, so just a 500 watt power supply. Should be plenty for the components that we have here. Where? Oh, here. I should probably not put my water there, huh? Trying to put my water right next to the computer I'm building. Pop another cough drop. So I'm not talking as much as I can feel my throat getting scratchy again. I'm going to try not to cough and deafen you all. I point the fan up or down? That's always a question too. I can't even remember what I did for my own computer, but there's an airspace always underneath the power supply in the case, so some people feel that you should point the power supply down, but then some people feel you should point it up and get cooler air from in the case. I think I'm going to point it down. I'm not sure. Let's see, if I point it down, cables needed can just go straight out there. Enough room? I think we might be pointing it down. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So let me see. Include the screws, yeah. Okay, I couldn't remember if the screws were in with the case stuff or with the actual power supply stuff. The answer is it is with the power supply stuff. Alright, so I'll turn it this way, so hopefully as to not block you guys too much. Or if I do, it'll be with my head instead of my back. I don't know if that's better or worse. Actually, before we start doing anything with any of the cables, I will put the rest of the components in. Seems to make sense, I think. Anyway, I think. So I will start with the hard drive, and we just went with the pretty basic Western Digital hard drive. The Western Digital Blue 100 terabyte. Aren't the holes lining up here? Am I doing it backwards? I'm going to drop in like this. So I want the ports in the back. These things are not lining up with the holes. I'm just not maneuvering it properly. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was my fault. I am really dumb. Alright, and which are the hard drive? The hard drive screws. Name is the motherboard screws. So we'll put a couple of these bad boys in. On the bottom, not on the sides, which is interesting, but that's fine. Because I guess I could just mount this directly into the cage, but I like to put them in these little things in case you need to pull them out. It's easier. Alright. We got that in there. I think I'm going to take these out because I might end up storing storing the wad of cables from the power supply underneath the hard drive cage instead of kind of out in the open here. So we'll see if that works out the way I'm hoping it to. Take a drink here. Now, is that better for you guys? Get you right up in here. Is that a better view? I don't know, maybe. It's less like wasted space, I guess. Alright, hopefully that'll be better for you guys. Maybe you can see more. Alright, now what am I missing? I feel like it's important. Oh yeah, the just kidding, the GPU. Alright, so let's bust this guy out. And my office is just littered with boxes, plastic, and paper. Okay. probably gonna have to take out what, 2 PCIs? Let me double check. Come on. All right, so what's this, a protector? Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that on any other graphics cards I bought. This one came with a protector. I think I always bought EVGA. So that's cool. Little sticker indicator. Okay, so if I slot this in right there, yeah. So definitely the top 2 PCI things that I gotta take out. And I need a bigger screwdriver. Where's my other screwdriver? Here we go. Let me just catch this Mareep quickly off camera. Okay. All right, so there's one. And there's 2. All right. So now we should have room to slot this bad boy in there. Oh wait, do I have to put this thing back? Yep. Am I gonna have room to get this in there? I don't think I'm gonna have room to put this in. And also, I took off the wrong stupid PCI things. I might have to take this whole back bracket off. Let's see, so I can fit that thing in. I just think it's going to be, oops, a lot more challenging. Yeah, I feel like I need to take this whole bracket off. Is that going to be as annoying as it seems? I don't know what I could have done. Like, I guess if I had installed the graphics card before I put it in the case, maybe I wouldn't have this problem. I've never had this problem with any other case that I've had, though. I'm blocking you guys again. But I can't, like, the way I have to squeeze So I can fit these two rings down behind the motherboard. So to fit these two, I can fit these two down behind the motherboard, but I can't get this to slot in underneath this like I need it to. So, no, actually, that's not that big. I'll take that thing off. I see. I just don't know why they made it like that, but okay, whatever. Is this thing in the way too? Get this one out. Alright, we are in like Flint. Okay, nothing latched on. Alright, we're good. We're good now. Just weird. There's a lot of interesting things about this case. I mean, overall, I still think it's a good value, good budget case, but sorry, I'm seeing in the stream preview that once again I'm just blocking everything. But trying to stay out of the way. Yeah, that guy. And there's that thing. Put this bracket back on. Wait, are those screws? Where are these from? All right. Yeah, it's just the same as all the others. Okay. Yeah, this back bracket's weird. I've never had to do this for another case. I don't know if that was just because it's a budget, or maybe they just did that to give you more room. Not sure, but that's okay. We're done. Everything's in there, right? So we got CPU, RAM, GPU, power supply, and hard drive. So I didn't get any optical drives or anything like that because, I mean, hopefully nobody's really needing them anyway. Any games you buy or anything like that, you're just going to download from Steam or from online. You're not, most people aren't using their optical drives or anything like that, unless it's a special purpose reason or something like that, in which case you can just get a USB one or something like that. Okay, so everything's in here. I have to play the balancing act of how much cable management do I do while I'm hooking everything up, or do I just get the power plugged in, make sure all the components are good. I might only get one of these built in the live stream, actually. My son is probably going to be waking up from his nap soon, so I might have to build the other one off stream. But I don't know if it's more fun to see the struggles of the first one or to see the smoothness of the second one. So hopefully you guys don't mind seeing the struggles of the first one. All right, so stand this up and let me think about how I want to do this here. probably lower this down for you guys now. Mostly gonna be working like down at this-ish height. Is that good for you guys? Yeah. Okay. So let's unhinge this madness here. Okay, so there's the CPU power. So again, this is the one that I said is annoying because we have to plug it in all the way up here. But ideally, I guess I'd want to try to go back, feed it up through here and connect it, but I'm just not sure that it's going to be long enough. But I'll give it a try. Oh man, like I feel like it's gonna be just short. I actually have to plug it in this way. Like even if I made it, actually I can make it over here. But it seems like thing's facing the wrong way. Like it's gonna force me to plug it in. So I couldn't, I'm not explaining this well, but like I wanna like plug it in over here and it would reach, I think. But these are orientated the wrong way. I might have to just go the direct route. That's kind of a bummer. The other big daddy. Here we go. The unfortunate thing in working with a non-modular power supply, you have to contend with all these crazy things. PCIe, these are all hard drives. So this is for GPU. These are more SATAs. The 20 pin fed through. Come on. Alright. I hate dealing with cable management. Okay. Now, where is this guy gonna need to go? He's gonna need to go this way. Just a regular 20. Need the extra little guy here. Ah. Alright, well, I'll just have to plug in the 20 and then the 4. Since it's not cooperating. Cables are so stiff, they're hard to work with. Alright. See, all the way. I think so. No one seen all the way. So I know I just adjusted you guys, but I'm gonna tip back over here. All right. So the reason that was so complicated is that little 4-piece extender had to be lined up with the 20-piece, otherwise it wouldn't seat in all the way properly. So that's why I was struggling there. Okay. To pull this tight to get the panel on. Back. Much space. I think I could probably cinch that down with the zip tie. Okay. So I guess let's pull this thing back through. And unfortunately, seems like I'm gonna have to plug it in like this. I don't know why I thought standing it up like this would be easier. It's definitely not. Let's seat in. Yep. See, that's annoying. Like, why would they do it like that? Now you got this cable here. It just really irks me. In theory, like, why couldn't I do it that way? I just don't think it's long enough, actually. Well, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna stop plugging these in and trying to get them back. I'm gonna try it one more time. Just to give it my best shot. It needs to just be like a tiny, tiny bit longer, I think. Let's see. Okay, we gotta go down again. I think I can get it though. Ooh, nailed it. Sweet. Alright, there we go. So I just had to, I don't know how I pulled it to get the extra slack I needed, but I did it. So, alright. Cool. Alright, so what else now? I'm gonna get the rest of these untangled first of all. Okay, so are these all SATA? Oops. Kept smacking the crap out of my microphone, so sorry. So I think these are all just SATA. Okay, so here's the PCIe. Probably better to use this one. Let's see, use this one, or if I use this one, then I can tie the rest of that together, so that'll be hanging there. Or I can use this one, and then that'll still kind of be hanging down like that. It doesn't even matter. Okay, but this stick out like that. All right. Sorry. Trying to figure out how I want to orientate. Is that the word? Orientate this. I can probably just bunch all of that together like that. Okay, then I only need IO. Okay, so let me think. How do I want to? Yeah, no, that's that one. Oh, I definitely just want to use this one. I might just be able to feed it through like this. Sorry. I'll show you guys. My screwdrivers keep biting the dust. Okay. So we need to, can you see that? Yeah. Okay, so we need to connect this to power it. It needs to go this way. So can I just use this one? Use this one. These two are going to be like sticking through. So that might not be the best. Use this way. Do that. Do this. Yeah, probably this one is honestly the best way to go. And then I can just kind of tuck them under here like this and put the panel on. Yes, okay. All right. Where did I put? Here's the SATA cable. Get this too. I'm just connecting the data cable to the hard drive. It's not very exciting, so figured you guys wouldn't mind. 6 gig, okay, and then I'll probably just connect it to one of these guys down here. I don't think it matters. Put it there. Okay, so there's that. Now what? There's all this front panel stuff left. Is that it? Okay. USB 3 is where? USB 3 is down there. Okay. So does this have enough room? Where's the over there? Is it gonna have enough room? Yeah. I just have to use a ton of zip ties back here. That's okay. So I bought a lot just for this occasion. Okay. And we have audio. Goes all the way over there. Okay. Is that one gonna reach if I feed it through? I think so. Hopefully this won't make it too bulky to cinch down and get the other panel on. If it does, I'm gonna be upset. Yes. Okay. Now, all this annoying stuff. So I feel like some people are more superstitious when they're building PCs. Like they'll just hook up like the bare minimum just to get the boot up confirmation, and then they'll worry about all this stuff. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me, and all this like hooking everything up doesn't even turn on like there's something wrong. I might cry on stream then if that happens for real. Okay. Okay, so the power and hard drive. Okay. These. I hate all these. This maybe is my least favorite part. Or the whole thing, connecting these stupid front panel things. Okay. So the hard drive is the double. The positive is on the bottom. Wait, that doesn't even line up. There's a gap there. Is there not? Okay, I see. I see now. All right, power. Get the right cables back again. So the hard drive, the positive goes on the right. That's those two. Okay, and then the power, LEDs. I think I said right, but I meant left, but I plugged it in the right way. Okay, so the power goes, positive goes on the right. Well, oh man, can't see. Need my phone flashlight here. Did that plug in? I think so. Okay, so there's those. What the heck are these left then? The switches. Is it the power? What the heck? Hold on here. The power and reset. Oh wait, this says power and ground, but these aren't labeled like that. Well, I'm just gonna plug them in. I hope. So in the booklet it says like the top is the power and the bottom is the ground, but on the cables they aren't labeled that way. It just one just says power switch and one says reset switch. Dang it! I need the flashlight again. There's that guy. There's that guy. Whoo-wee. I'm sweating over here. Okay, so everything we plugged in, right? So this is the scary part. Now we gotta, there's nothing left to do. But hook up the power, connect the HDMI, and cross your fingers. So, what's this? Hopefully this HDMI cable is gonna reach. I think I can make it work. Okay, I'm gonna have to, whoops. I'm gonna have to overtake my one monitor here. The HDMI switch. Alright, I'm gonna probably pick you guys up in a second so you can, whoa. Although when I pick you up and turn you to my monitor so you can witness this with me, you can't judge me by the mess on my desk, okay? Just because I was getting all this stuff ready, okay? But I'm gonna move I'm going to lose the ability to see this monitor. So I'm going to move that and that. Okay. So, where? Power cable, here we go. Oh man, nervous. Box out of here. I am nervous. No matter how many computers you build, I feel like this is still the part that like gives you so much anxiety. Okay, so let me just double check everything here. So got everything installed, got the CPU power, the 24 pin, graphics card, all the front panel stuff, hard drive, power and data. All right, let's see, switch that on. Wait, do I have my HDMI switch set up right? Okay, so that's going there. I feel like I don't. Input. I have the output going out. Oh, I don't have to switch it. I just have to do that. Yeah, okay. Let me go down here. Okay. Okay, so I see lights and such on the graphics card, so that's good. And I would show you guys the front so you can see, but I can't turn it that way because the HDMI cable length. I guess if I clear this mess off of here. And I can turn it so you can see. Take the power cable with it. Whoa. What else is plugged in here? Nothing. Okay, and like I said, my desk is like atrocious right now. Because I was just getting everything ready for this, so. Can you see inside the computer case? Yeah. You can see lights and things on in there. That's pretty good. Actually, the lights around the motherboard look pretty sweet. Okay. Okay, here we go. Pressing the power. And so all the fans are kicking on. So that's good. But my stupid monitor keeps switching off the input. Woohoo! And we see the monitor on the right is the one you care about. So that's the Asus Prime booting up. So everything looks to be working. The CPU, SATA connected. So everything looks to be good, actually. Success. All right. There's one down. Like I said, I'm not going to bore you guys with the operating system install and all the driver installs and stuff like that. Maybe if I was only building one, I would do that, but I think my son, he looks like he's still asleep. But so now that we know everything's working, what I'm actually going to do, and And I think I am going to end the stream here. So what I'm going to do when I turn off the stream, though, is simply just turn off the computer and everything and kind of get everything more properly cable managed. I'll probably have to use a lot of zip ties here in the back of the computer, like you guys already saw. And then probably somehow bundle this mess down here, or try to maybe slip it through and put it into the hard drive cage, so it's not just a huge mess of cables down here. Might try to do something like that. And just something to note, you can prevent that if you kind of step up your budget a little bit on the case, maybe closer to the $100 mark. You can get kind of these what are they called, shrouds, that kind of cover up all the cabling, so you don't really have to worry about, you know, just seeing a big mess of cables, whether you have a modular or non-modular or not. But like I said, I'm pretty happy with everything so far. Anyway, everything looks to be good. So hopefully all the operating system install and driver installs and everything goes smoothly, and hopefully everything's good with the second computer that we get put together, that I'll put together off stream. But I do appreciate you guys. If you guys made it out to the live stream, very much appreciate that. Or if you catch this as a VOD after the fact, hopefully it's not too bad. I know I was blocking a lot of the shots with my back, trying to get in and see everything. So this is just the first time that I've gone through like this type of build in a live stream. So maybe for next time I might get a better camera, and then I'd have 3 cameras to show you 3 angles, and I could probably do kind of like a top-down angle, so then you don't have to worry about me blocking the shot. So I'll take that as a learning opportunity. I guess I'll phrase it that way. But nonetheless, I do appreciate it if you guys made it out. Either saw the live stream or caught the video after the fact. If you do have any questions about you know, PC building or anything like that, or if you're interested in the components that I use, like I said, I'll put the link in the description for after the fact. But I put a kit together on kit.com/TheTechWhiz, so you can see all the components that we used for this build. But yeah, so if you're new to my channel, if you're not subscribed already, be sure to hit the subscribe button, leave a like on the video or the stream. I very much appreciate that. The support from that is tremendous, so I appreciate that. And also in the description, you'll see the link to my Amazon affiliate store. So if you go to that store to check out a lot of the other gear that I use and that I recommend, I will get a small commission off of that at no extra cost to you. So I do appreciate that as well. And also check the description for links to my Twitter and my Instagram. I'm trying to kind of ramp up my Instagram here. And also in the description, you'll see a link to my Twitch. I haven't been live streaming lately because, like I said, I've been sick, so my voice isn't as strong as I would need it to be for a live stream. But be sure to head on over there and give me a follow, and you can catch me next time I'm live there and ask any questions or kind of just chat. So yeah, so I think I will end the stream here, guys. And I will catch you in either the next video or the next live stream, whichever one I catch you at first. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you later.